Anthony Hartwig here with a Mineral Ridge volleyball player profile. I'm joined by junior Ava Hewlett. Feels like a senior with all she's already accomplished, but no, just junior. My first question for you, Ava, is of course, what's it feel like to already have done so much and have accomplished so much when you know that you have another year left and you're just a junior?
Yeah, it's been a great year. I wasn't expecting all of this. I've accomplished a lot, but I still have a lot of goals, and I'm just really excited for the rest of the year next year.
When you think of those goals that you set, and let's go back to the beginning of the season in summer and preseason, what were some personal goals that you set for yourself coming into this year?
I didn't think I was gonna be able to get 1,000 digs this year, 1,000 kills, but after I received my 1,000 digs, my goal is to get 1,000 kills. But I wanted to have a higher hitting percentage this year than I did last year.
So coming into the season, 1,000 digs wasn't even in your mind. You thought maybe next year in the senior year, but you didn't think it was going to happen this year.
No, I did not. I was not expecting it, but it's very exciting.
What do you attribute the success, the unexpected success in your own in your own words this season? What has worked so well for you this year?
Well, first off, I wouldn't have been able to do it without any of my teammates, and especially my coach. He really pushes me, and so do my teammates. They all push me, and they just help me to become successful and get my 1,000 digs.
When people watch you swing, they would think that you'd get to 1,000 kills before 1,000 digs. It didn't work out that way. How much pride have you taken in your defense throughout your career?
I love defense. Defense is really fun for me. I know I love to kill the ball too, but I focus as much as I can on defense too because if there's a play like I have to pass before I can go hit, I have to mainly focus on my pass first because if I don't get a good pass, then I won't be able to get a good hit.
With that being said, that means you're reliable enough to be a full rotation player, play the back row. And a lot of hitters don't on other teams. A lot of hitters, you have to, sub a defensive specialist in when they go to the back row, or you have to, use someone from the bench. But Coach Lesko has the privilege of not being able to do that with you. When you're able to help the team like that and be on the floor so much, what does that make you feel like when you're so reliable for everything that your team's able to do?
It gives me a lot of confidence. You know, my team, they're always supportive and supporting me. They have my back, and it just gives me confidence and it motivates me to be better for myself.
There have been a lot of plays this year where you get the first touch, but then you're also getting in transition to go up and get the swing and get the kill. What's that like from your perspective to have to worry about the other team's hitters, go down, get a dig, and then get right into that transition and be the one that gets set for the swing?
I mean, there's pressure there, but it's exciting and I love doing it. So I don't feel the pressure. I just like to have a lot of fun and just go out and get the ball. And I just love touching the ball.
We talk to a lot of players about pregame routines and things that they do pregame to get themselves in the right mindset. I love watching your work, your warm ups, because your pepper partner is Sam Hulett, and in the middle of it, she has to go do her captain's duty at the score table. So you just hit the ball off the wall as hard as you can to yourself, and you've been doing that all year. What does that kind of do for you? That alone time a little bit to just swing on the wall and be by yourself while your pepper partner is out doing her captain's duties.
Yeah, I'm very superstitious, so I have the same routine every game day. I do the same things. Like we go out when the JV game's still playing, we warm up in the other gym, and the meeting usually goes on. So I just have to continue to do my own little warm up before I can pepper with her.
Is that solo warm up very routine oriented too? Is it the same kind of swings, the same? I noticed that you do the same thing every time. So, is that a part of your routine too?
I mean, not necessarily solo. Like in practice, I'll do it with Sam, or if we have more time for a game, like I'll do it with her. I just go to the wall just so I make sure that I get like my full routine in and all my reps in before we play and warm up.
A lot of people that are superstitious also have that serve routine. Do you have that serve routine that you can't vary from?
Yeah, I have the same serve routine I do every time I serve too.
All right, let us know what is your routine for serving.
Well, I walk back, and when I walk back, I dribble the ball 4 times, but I switch hands each time. and then I like kind of spin the ball in my hand, and I look at Coach Lesko for where he wants me to serve it, and I bounce the ball on the floor 3 times, and then I spin it again 3 times, and then I toss and I go.
That is a lot to think of, man. I'm sitting here like, what is all that? Um, if it doesn't happen, do you feel off? Like if maybe the spin on your hands goes like it's a lot to happen all the same every time. What's that like?
Yeah, I mean, usually it's fine. The only part that like I get nervous about is my toss. Like sometimes my toss will be too low, so then like when I'm in the air getting ready to swing, I'm like, is it gonna go over? Is it not? And like my hand placement on the ball sometimes is just off.
This Middle Ridge team this year might have the hardest schedule compared to how small the school is of anybody in the YSN family. I mean, you guys have not only played the local powerhouses in Fitch and Crestview and Lakeview, but you've also gone to Smithville and played them. What's this kind of season in the schedule done for this team and done for you personally, being able to go up against so many great players in and out of the area?
Well, thankful to Coach Lesko because he always makes sure that our schedule is very hard, so we don't play a bunch of easy teams, and he just knows that like going against these hard teams, it just challenges us and it pushes us to be better. So then when we're better for tournament time, which is coming up, and just pushes us.
When you play in a tough team and you drop that game, like, and it's a really tough team like Smithville comes to mind. How did you that not affect your confidence and your ability to keep trucking, because you came off that Smithville loss and obviously this team kept on going? So what was it like to just kind of understand that that's a great team, we lost, but that's going to make us better, and not let that affect the confidence of this team?
Yeah, we played Smithville on a Saturday, and they came ready to go. We were still tired Saturday morning, and we weren't playing to our full potential. But after that loss, Coach Lesko asked us if we were going to let it affect us for the rest of the season or if we were going to change it and push forward. And we knew our potential, and we knew we could be so much better, and we just kept pushing so we can win.
I imagine a lot of your success this year comes from more and more confidence that you're putting in yourself and that you have in yourself. Where does that confidence come from? What gives you so much confidence on the floor?
My teammates, they hype me up so much, and we're just all so supportive of each other. We're all so very close, and we're just always there for each other, cheering each other on. And Coach Lesko is always supporting us and telling us like good things that we're doing and everything.
What teammate's your biggest hype man? What's the one that gasses you up the most?
Faith definitely gets us hyped the most. She goes crazy. She's just funny.
When you think of, the coaching staff, obviously Coach Lesko, we talked about him a little bit and the things that he said after that loss to Smithville, but coaching staff has been together for a long time. We talked to Coach Lesko before the season. All the coaches on the staff are not just workers that work with him, really good friends. What does the camaraderie and the coaching staff do for you guys in the team chemistry and being able to have the example of what it means to work together in the coaching staff? What do you think that does for your guys' ability to be tight knit as a group?
Yeah, they always talk about how they used to play with each other, and they just tell us stories of like them playing with each other, and we just all listen to them, and we just all have gotten really close. Like we're all really close, and we went on a bunch of summer trips in the summer, and that made us even closer. It's just a fun environment to be around with everyone being so close, and it's just fun.
One of the things I know about Coach Lesko off the jump is he's not going to sugarcoat anything. If you guys aren't up to standard, he's going to let you guys know it really quick. He does that for everybody, and he's never satisfied. Like, I've seen you guys play awesome, and he's still finding things like, even during the game, like, I want you to do this, 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 this. What's it like having a coach that is almost in that mode where you guys can always do better, even if you're playing super well? Even last night against Lakeview, I'm sure there's stuff that he said we can do better, even though you dominated a very good team. What's it like having a coach that is always having that next standard for you guys?
I love it. It pushes all of us. Like we all love Coach Lesko. He's a very good coach. Like we could be up 14-5 and he'll still call a timeout if we're not doing good. If he doesn't see anything he likes, then he'll tell us what we need to work on. And Yeah, practice coming up later. We're gonna have to work on a lot of things to get ready for tournament time, but it's always fun to be around.
What are some things about Coach Lesko that make that toughness and that tough coaching style almost okay because you can trust him and things like that? So, what kind of things about him make it show a little bit of a soft side or whatever it may be? What are some things that we don't know about him that we don't see during a game?
He jokes with us quite often in practice. Like we have serious moments where there's no like joking around, like we need to be ready to go. But sometimes like when he's in a good mood, he'll just be laughing and making jokes with us. And it's funny.
You have a bye in the tournament, which means you guys have quite a bit of a wait before you play your next game, which is not often happening in volleyball. Usually you're playing 3 or 4 games a week. What's that going to be like for you personally, having to wait so long to play your next tournament game?
It's gonna be difficult not having like the competitiveness and like the excitement of playing, but we just need to keep working on our offense and what we need to improve on to be ready for the season and for the tournament season.
Now we just interviewed Sam about 10 minutes ago, and she said that you guys get really competitive in practice when you scrimmage each other. She zeroed in on you as the one that she likes to go up against the most. Well, so I'm gonna put the ball in your court when you guys are going up against each other. Who has the edge?
We're all pretty competitive, but if me and Sam are on the same side, we're always like whoever gets the point. Like we're always joking with each other and saying like, "Oh, you can't block me," or just making jokes across the net. It's fun.
She has brought up that she has blocked you a couple of times, and she lets you know it when she does. But like you said, everyone on this team is pretty competitive. They hold each other to that competitive standard. What's that like from your perspective? Being with a team that yes, you're close, yes, you're all friends, but also there's this competitive drive that pushes you guys to almost one up each other all the time on the court.
We all want to win, like we all want to do good and keep going like far in the season, and it's just fun. Like yesterday before the game, we were doing in the other gym, we were hitting at our libero Sherry, and we were like getting them down, and we're like, oh, you can't dig our things, and she was digging them, and she was giving us attitude back. It's just fun. We all just fun with each other.
So like when Faith gets a really big swing, does there something turn on in your mind that says, okay, my turn. I have to one up that. I have to make sure that I get a big swing too.
Oh yeah, we're both supportive with each other, but there's always that competitiveness that we always like want to do better and just have fun and do good.
We joked about the competitiveness with Samantha Hulett as well, but being having a setter that you've had for 3 years, that she's going to be graduating, but you've had her for your 3 years of your career, being able to have that just complete trust in a setter. What's that been like for you in your career?
Oh, it's amazing. She's been one of my best friends for forever, and I'm gonna be sad next year without her. She's my setter. I just know that if we get a good pass, I know she's gonna put the ball in the right spot and put it in the slot, and I need to put it away because she did her job. Now I have to do mine.
All right, you are a multiple sport athlete. We're going to see you during the basketball season as well, and track in the spring. What's it like to just completely transition from sport to sport for you?
I love all the sports that I play, but it's just nice to have like a change and like a different type of like competitiveness towards it. It's fun.
Do you thrive? I mean, obviously you do, but how much do you thrive on staying busy? Because there is no downtime between the end of volleyball and I'm sure like 2 days after you have to report to basketball practice. Then when basketball is done, you have to start, getting ready for track. I mean, what's it like to never almost have an off time?
It's crazy. Like, yeah, I never have an off season. The only time I really have off is the last week of July when Coach Lesko gives us off. But I mean, I love staying busy. I don't know what I'd do without sports. I just have to keep my mind like calm and I just have fun.
You mix all that with also playing JO volleyball, which just blows my mind that you're able to juggle all this. My question is, how do you juggle all of it? How do you do all the sports, do JO volleyball, also excel in the classroom, and find a way to just be a kid and have a social life too?
Yeah, I love playing JO. I've met like all of my friends from different schools, like Lakeview. I played with all of them pretty much. They're all just fun. It's just nice to like be able to make new friendships. So it makes it more fun and just more controlled, and I just feel better. Like I'm calm.
What's the hardest thing to juggle? Is it school? Is it, the sports? Is it, the friendships that you have outside of sports? What's the hardest thing for you to juggle when you're so busy?
It's definitely school, like homework wise. I just have like late nights after practice or after a game. It's always just late nights, but I love playing sports because it just takes my mind off of all the schoolwork. And then when I come home, I know I have to get it done.
Is it easier or harder for you to get through a school day when you know it's game day?
Oh, it's so much easier. The day goes by so much faster because I know after school I'm going to go get my Dunkin', and then we come early in for the game and we warm up in the other gym and we just listen to music and get hype.
Does your personal pregame routine change from sport to sport? Like, does your preparation for maybe a basketball game differ from your preparation for a volleyball game?
Yeah, like for volleyball, we kind of like get hyped together. In basketball, it's more different. Like I put in my AirPods, I get in the zone, like I just like listen for myself and like imagine the game. And for track, it's definitely really different. I'm not doing that.
My last question before we let you go is: all these sports, you have all these different moments, all these different great moments in each sport. What's your favorite moment in the sports you play? Maybe a big shot in basketball, big kill in volleyball, big dig, the run of your life in track. What's the best feeling in sports for you?
All of that, like getting a great like kill with no one able to touch it and it just goes straight down, like that's a great feeling. It's so hard to describe. It's so much fun. And for basketball, if it's like a close game and I get a winning shot or anything, like it's just so exciting. And same for track, like if I run a really good race or if I get a PR, getting a PR is like a really fun thing and just exciting.
I'm gonna make you pick one though. I'm gonna put you on the spot. Pick one that's your favorite. You're not getting out of it.
Probably getting a kill in volley.
There you go. That's the big energy one, right? Gives everyone hyped up. Ava, before we let you go, I want to give you the chance to shout out all the people in your life that support you. I want to make sure that you get the time to give them their flowers and their shout outs. So you can do that now.
I wouldn't have been able to do it without my teammates or my coach. And shout out to Coach Lesko because he just got his 100th career win at Mineral Ridge yesterday. So we're all really excited for him. And my family and friends, I wouldn't have been able to do it without my parents. They're always there for me. My mom made me that 1,000 Digs poster banner, and it was just fun. I couldn't do it without them. I love them.
All right, Ava, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. We wish you the best of luck the rest of this season. We can't wait to talk to you again real soon.
Thank you.